Hi guys, I am here to do another thing on this screen and, with my lovely face and all. So let's get started. All I'm going to be doing is another book review, and the book review is going to be on the second book from the I Am Number 4 series, or the Lauren Legacies. This is the second book, and it's called The Power of Six. I have the exclusive version, so I also got the little thingy in the end, which is super cool. I mean, look at this. Look at it, everything's so cool. It's so cool. See, there it is. I mean, that's so cool. I so enjoyed reading that. But every time I get an exclusive thing and it's at the end of the book, I feel like I cannot read it until I finish the book. So I was tempted to read it beforehand, but I waited till the very end. So this is what the book looks like, and this is what the inside looks like. Quite pretty and stuff. It says Lauren Legacies on the outside bit. And so now I'm just going to tell you what it's sort of about, but I'm going to be talking more about the first book because I don't want to give things away. But if you haven't watched the movie or you've never, heard about it, then I will just fill you in on what the first book is about. I'm just going to read I know it's cheesy when people read the inside, and I know I normally do a cool thing, but I absolutely love the synopsis inside this, so I just want to read it because it's so intense and grabbing, and it's probably better than I would say. So let's get started on this. So here it is. 9 of us came here. We look like you, we talk like you, and we live among you. But we are not you. We can do things you dream of doing. We have powers you dream of having. We are stronger and faster than anything you've ever seen. We are the superheroes you worship in movies and comic books. But we are real. Our plan was to grow and train and become strong and become one and fight them. But they found us. And they started hunting us first. Now all of us are running, spending our lives in shadows in places where no one would look, blending in. We have lived among you without you knowing. But they know. They caught number 1 in Malaysia, number 2 in England, and number 3 in Kenya. They killed them all. I am number 4. I am next. So that's the first book synopsis, and now I'm just going to talk about stuff in this book. If you haven't read this book, don't worry, I am not going to spoil too much for you. I'm not even going to spoil anything for you. I'm just going to talk about, the writing style and stuff. I'm not going to tell you, what actually happened and all that. So. Alrighty, so The Power of Six, first of all, I absolutely love the cover, and I love the inside and all of that, and it looks super awesome. Also, I just think that the style of the books are really nice, and the writing, I think, is really cool in this book and unique because they add in another number and another person. So, you're hearing it from 2 different perspectives. I'm not going to tell you who or what numbers or what's going on, but they're talking back and forth. Well, not really talking. It's like a dual first person. So each chapter will change, and it's not like always this person or always that person. And I felt like that actually really worked for this book, because some books it's almost annoying because you want to hear from one perspective or the other. But this book, it would be like, oh my gosh, I have to figure out what happened to them, and then oh my gosh, I have to figure out what happened to them. And it made it so it was very fast paced and really fun to read because you got more than one story, and that was really awesome. Also, what I really liked about this book was just, the general storyline was pretty sweet, but I did think that there was a bit too many action scenes. I felt I know there's supposed to be action scenes, but I felt like it crowded the book too much, and there wasn't enough dialogue to keep me crazy interested all the time. It was because of the dual stuff, but when it was actually, stuff going on, it was almost not enough. It's after a while, you've heard the action scene about a zillion times. You know what happens. You know they're either going to win or lose or something's going to happen, but yeah. But some of the events that did happen in this book were really, really thrilling, so that still kept me crazy excited about it. So it was just kind of a back and forth thing with the action. It was good, and it was bad, and it was good, and it was bad. And, I don't know. I feel like it had to be in the book, but I wish there wasn't so much of it. The next thing that I'm going to tell you is that the writing style, other than the dual first person, is pretty typical. I think that There's not like crazy words or like word choice or anything. I mean, it's pretty typical for a young adult book. I felt like the book, like the chapters weren't too short or too long. I felt like it wasn't bad or anything like in that way. But I don't really have a lot to say about this book without spoiling it, so this is going to be a shorter review, and I'm sorry about that. If you'd like to ask me anything about it, just ask me in the comments, and I'll try to answer as much as I can for you. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Also, I guess I did want to say that with the exclusive, if you got it, I'm curious what you guys thought of it, because I thought it was really kind of neat, because some exclusives are kind of not so fun, but this one was really quite interesting, so I'm excited to see if they do it in the Rise of 9 and stuff, because I haven't got mine yet. I'm waiting. Yeah, so the rating that I'm going to be giving this book is a 4.5 stars, and I would put it up here, but I don't know how to do a half star, so I'm just gonna put it as 4, but it's 4.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4.5 stars. Super, super good. The only thing is I just didn't love how much action there was in there. But that didn't really stop me from absolutely loving the series and really wanting to pick up the next one, because it just drops off with a just... It wasn't really a cliffhanger. It was more of just kind of dropped off in like the middle of the action in a way that makes you just feel like it never really ended, and you're just waiting to find the next paragraph that you missed out on. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go now and stop rambling about it, but I will see you all later in a later time or whatever. So, yeah, bye guys.